tomato. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangsta hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. They'll roll him out right, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. And able to find Green. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Hands up. Wait.
Check, 47.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10, Dalton once more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Foles. Sharp's got it, left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Foles. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Foles. He's got the hookup with Conley. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Lucky. Easy.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nothing but green grass pass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Out left side here to Bryant. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
What we got? You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, 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 hey. Regular.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Regular.
47's the mic. 47.
This will be Dalton again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
44.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Bernard. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
Here we go, can.
Tight end's right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Dalton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll come out in the pistol. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
There you go.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rodney Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
Push him back.
To throw here, Dalton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. The 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. And he went all the way into the end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check, 47. Guys, it's game 6.
So Dalton now. He gets this one to Boyd.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Mike's 47.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 10. Now he's flipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now after the penalty, they'll try again here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
You don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run. They're running it.
368.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton, eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm going to hit you all.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Vigil in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Tie it right. Tie it right. You got 3. Receiver. 57 the mark. 57. 5. I got you. Hey, check out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Carlos Dunlap coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
We're good.
To throw again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. The Raiders are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, Evan. Everyone
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense.
Go. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Better bring it.
Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They're going to look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First down, Jaguars.
Now Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running it with Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Anderson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton, throw left side, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Under.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
At the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 57.
What is it? 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Let's go. Great.
Mike 50.
What is it?
Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Nick Vigil, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
2nd and 6. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You can't block me.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch QB drop. I got him, man. I got him.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the Bengals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and Eifert has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Another chance for Dalton. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion.
47.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Kill.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Jaguars.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Tempo. Hey, Cadence. Get him.
Mike's 57's Mike. Go.
Go.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation, because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Give me that ball, defense. Down to hit.
They'll drop the throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Get ready. Both 7.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2-by-2. Move. 47 Mike. We're good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ice.
From the gun, Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw here, Dalton. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Yards, 180.
57 to Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.